Hi guys, I'm going to go over some of your word work activities. If you are working in the booklets, that is Words Their Way, and you are expected to do the concept sorts. So these are sorting through varieties of concepts and just understanding the differences between different types of objects and words. For example, our first one is a concept sort between fruit and not a fruit. Okay? A fruit is something that we can eat, that is grown on trees, and has seeds in it. Okay? So we have a variety of things on our first page where we have an apple, which is something that we eat. And then we have a hat, which is something that we don't eat. We have a cherry, which is something that we eat. A banana, which is something that we eat. An orange, which is something that we eat. And we have a rain cloud. We don't eat the rain. We have a mop. We don't eat a mop. Here is a strawberry. It is something that grows and that we eat. A peach is again a piece of fruit. Grapes, they grow on bushes and we eat those. A pear grows on a tree and we eat that. And a baseball bat, that is something we do not eat. So what you have to do is you are going to take your sheet, okay, and we're going to cut out the objects and glue them where they belong on the second page. Under the picture of the apple is where we are going to glue the objects that are fruit. Under the picture of a hat is where we are going to glue the objects that are not fruit. Okay? So for example, under the apple, the fruits, we would cut out the apple, and we would glue it onto that part of the chart. Okay? Oh, my glue is not good. On the part of the chart, the column under the chart that is not fruit, that has a hat, we would take another item and we would glue it there. So I'm going to take the picture of the mop because I know for sure we do not eat mops. I hope not. And you would glue it under not a fruit. Okay? And you will do that with the whole sheet. Okay? So every single one of these has to be cut out and then glued in the proper column where it belongs. Is it a fruit? Is it something that grows on trees or on small bushes and we eat it? Or is it not a fruit? It's something that we cannot eat. Okay? There are a variety of concepts that you will be working your way through. Animal, not an animal. An animal is something that is alive. It breathes, it eats, it grows. Okay? It dies. So if we look at this, we have a horse. Oh, well, it breathes, it eats, it grows, it has babies. That's another thing an animal does. Okay? So this is an animal. Here's a tree. Oh, wait a second. It grows and it kind of breathes and it eats. But we know a tree is not an animal. It's a plant. So that is not an animal. Here we have a rock. A rock. It doesn't eat, doesn't breathe, doesn't move. So it is not an animal. We have a whole bunch of other things here that you have to decide. Are they an animal or not an animal? Here's a bird. Here's a lily. Here's a turtle. Here's a piece of rope. Here's a fish. Here is a dog. Here is a butterfly. Here is a cat. and a bear. Now you have to do the same thing where you are sorting between, is it an animal or not an animal? So all of the animal pictures will get glued into these columns under the horse. All of the pictures that are not animals will be glued in this column under the rope. We're also going to have to sort through some shapes. You're expected to sort through triangles, which have 3 sides or 3 edges, and they have 3 corners. That's a triangle. There are squares. Squares have 4 sides. 1, 2, 3, 4. They also have 4 corners. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we have a circle, and it is a round object. It has only the outside edge. It does not have any corners. So you will be expected to cut out your shapes and then glue them in the proper column. Are they triangles with 1, 2, 3 sides and 1, 2, 3 corners? Are they circles? Are they a round object with no corners? Or are they a square? Do they have 4 sides that are all the same and they have 4 corners? Another sort that you'll be expected to do is sorting between objects that are food, something that we eat, clothes, something that we wear, and toys, something that we play with. So we have corn, which is what we eat. A shirt, that's something that we would wear. That's a piece of clothing. Coat, blocks. Oh, we don't eat blocks and we don't wear blocks. We play with blocks. So these are an example of a toy. You will go through all of these pictures and you will sort through them on the next page. Under the cherry will be all the types of fruit that you find. Under the pair of pants will be, this column is all the types of clothing that you find. And under the doll will be all the examples of toys that you find. There is also another concept sort with different types of clothes. So if you look at your pictures here, we have a baseball cap, a coat, we have gloves, we have a rain jacket, we have a different type of a hat, we have some rubber boots, we have a fireman hat, we have some mittens, we have some running shoes, we have some roller blades, we have a sweater, and we have a baseball glove. You need to sort those into different types of clothes. This column is clothes that are found on your head. So hats, different types of hats. This column are types of clothes that are found on your feet. Different types of shoes and boots, they go on your feet. This column is clothes that are found around your body, around your torso. So things like shirts and coats. And this column is clothes that we wear on our hands. Different types of clothes, items of clothing that would go on our hands. So you will, again, cut them out, glue them onto the proper column where they belong. Again, we have to do another concept sort on food. Okay? We see there's a variety of food pictures here: bread, an apple, a carrot, a muffin, a cucumber, orange juice, cherries, potatoes, milk, grapes, pizza, and apple juice. You have to sort those under these types of headings. So here we have a donut. So what I want you to put in this column are any types of food that are in those pictures that are made out of bread, okay? That have flour or grains that make them. So all of those would go here. Here we have a nice picture of it. Looks like lemonade. So I want to put anything there that you would drink. Here we have a banana. Under this column, you're going to put foods that are fruits. And here we have a piece of corn. Under this column, you are going to put foods that are vegetables. Make sure when you are doing these, I recommend that you do not glue them down until you are certain you have them on the right column. Okay guys, take care. Next video we'll be going over how to do our rhyming sorts. Bye guys.